up, everyone? Today, Super Tuesday. Super Tuesday. How's everyone doing out there? Everyone having a good day? I'm having a great day. It's a great day in Hexaco. I can tell you that. Let's say hi to the chat. We got a ton of stuff to get into. It's going to be a great show. Fun show. Probably a solo show. Planned to be, unless somebody wants to hop on, but I got a ton of stuff to cover. So we'll go for about an hour or so. Should be fun. Mark Danes, how's it going? A green heart to you as well. We like green. Green's good. PulseX, good to see you again, man. Good to see you. Nico might be about biased. PulseX is burning such rapid rates. Man, you want 2 scoops of ice cream or 3, man? You want 2 scoops or 3? That's what. That's the difference between PulseChain and PulseX. And we didn't throw incentive token in there. And Hex, of course. I mean, is it going to go lower or is it going to go to the moon? Nobody knows, but we like to see that green. I'll say that. Godfather J6, what's happening, man? Tea time is here. Nazim Z15. I got a lot of stuff on my mind I want to talk about. You guys are going to like this. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Can't wait to hear this. You have to wait a couple minutes, but not too long. Hop in the shower. Dick's Insider. We already started, man. I don't know. Unless you take 16-minute showers, you may be too late. Actually, that's not too hard to do, actually. It's I think you made it back. I imagine you're here. Red Squirrel, what's happening? What's happening? Sweet Aussie. We got Hex 647. Max Burger. Yes, I like that. That's a cool. I haven't heard Max Burger before. I like that. Wipe achieved. Is that on Dick's Insider's bathroom joke? Could be. Good morning, Chris. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. PulseX just tapped sack rate again. Whew. You know, you never know. You never know when it's just going to pop off. It's going to be good. Gary G, how's it going, Max? Do you do one-on-one tutorials setting up validators? Fixed rate. I do not actually, but David Feeder or Gamma DevOps, check with them. And there's another guy, I forget his name. I think he's doing some work as well. But those two, pretty sure they do one-on-ones. Don't know their prices or anything like that. I'm getting away from selling my time, though. That's the only thing. So I'll give you as much time as I can online, streaming. You know, I do DMs sparingly. I'll say that, but I try to help out here and there on Twitter and do the validator AMAs. I did 18 of them, and quite a bit of material. So there's plenty of stuff you want to go through. So check that out. Wash Up Crypto, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. UFO to go. You want the facts? Watch RHMax. I love it. You coined that. Coined that a few months ago. I like that. ATX Crypto. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's get into it. A lot of stuff to cover. I've been working on this a good portion of the day. What free time? I didn't have a lot of free time today, but what free time I had, I put it to good use. I'll say that. So we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. Let's see. First thing, let's do the fat. Not a lot of people know Fatty, and I think that's kind of a tragedy. So let me put this up here. Let's go to Fatty. I'll drop this in the chat. So fatty.io, a lot of people have been using Deck Screener, but also Fatty has prices for a lot of stuff, not so nice to look at right there. Although if you kind of convert your mind to look at it, actually may, it's a little bit of learning curve on that one. So you can kind of see what's going on. 3 zeros, 1015, 3 zeros, 2406. It's probably, maybe it's a very interesting way of putting it. I kind of like it though. So this has all the price feeds, and what's cool too, not only does it have that, you can look at, I believe they import this from Deck Screener, it looks like. But you can click on a coin. You can look at the buys and sells and stuff, the pulls, the pairs, and let's see, we have the price. Where do we get to? We get to the chart on here too. Trade on PulseX. Yeah, if actually click on this, it goes straight to trading as well, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty neat. I thought I saw a chart. Interesting. Prices, pulsing. Okay. And then what do we got here? Why am I missing this? I swear I clicked on it the other day and it showed the chart. How do I not know how to see the chart right now? My bad. Anyways, it's on here somewhere. I saw it the other day. So there's that. And then also, so Fatty is, you can look at charts, you can look at prices, and then you can also look at, it's a read-only wallet. So for example, you type your address in here, you can see all your coins. I'm not going to type an address in there. I'm just going to use Godwell, one of his addresses, the trillionaire we all love. And for example, if you put your address in here, you can see all your stuff with the pretty colors, tokens balance. You can see your hex stakes. You can see icosahedron stuff. If you're providing LP, you can see numbers like that on here as well. And you can see how many incentive token you earn and stuff like that. So anyway, it's pretty cool. And then they have links to depositing them on fiat and stuff if you want to play with that as well. But so that's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of people are using Debt Screener, but I like this to look at your own stuff in your wallet. I think that is pretty awesome. You click on assets on PLS, you can see these coins, less than dollar value too. You can see different pieces here. So anyways, not a lot of people know about Fatty. I think it's pretty awesome. Let's go to PLS Burn. Check it up, 2.41x on SAC rate. And then PLSX down 1.01 SAC. Guys, when are people going to sell PLS? When are people going to sell, PulseX, PulseChain coins? Are you going to sell a coin that has over $1 million or $100 million bridged in? Let's see, $151 million bridged in. People putting that money onto the network. That's only went up 2x in SAC value for PulseChain, a little bit over 2x, and like PulseX sitting at SAC value. The one you waited 2 years to get in your wallet through all of this stuff, a lot of you did. The coin that has a billionaire founder, his last coin did a 10,000x with Hex. Now he has three or five times as many followers and social media presence and awareness over the last couple of years. Like the guy who is trending up, Richard Hart himself. That's the one. Those are the coins that's going to fail and not worth your time and money. The cool thing about crypto is you get to choose. And in this ecosystem, it is fair. It is trustless. It is, for the most part, it is one of those that gives you a chance, gives you an opportunity. A lot of them, they just want to see you get wrecked. Founders want to dump on you. No transparency. You don't know what's going on. You can't really participate. Most people choose poorly, though. They choose other ecosystems, either because they're ignorant of, the best ones like ours, or they're can't get out of their own way. So if you're tired of the 99%, choose the 1%. You can choose. You are free to choose in crypto, especially if you know about the richer ecosystem. So there's equal opportunity for every single person out there to get mad gains. There really is. So there's no excuse. Some people like to survive. You can pick to survive, thrive. I choose to thrive every time. And this is the ecosystem you want to be in to do that. It's fantastic. So bridge is doing good. I'll talk about that in a minute too. I want to talk about how to actually use the bridge. And I'm not going to do a full demo, but I'll just go through the steps. And I think that's pretty useful for a lot of people too. Very fast. I did it in like 10 to 15 minutes. And I was able to get ETH. So, you trade ETH for wrap PLS on Uniswap. And then you bridge over WPLS to PulseChain. And then you can unwrap it from there. Super easy. Let's look at validators. Wow, almost 15K. So we have over, we broke 10K. Congrats PulseChain validators. We have broke 10K of the community validators. Pretty awesome. And there was actually a heat map. I'll look at my Twitter in a minute. There was a heat map of the different ones around the globe, which is pretty cool too. Gas prices, way better than Ethereum. I don't care. As long as this stays less than $1 forever, until we do 1,000x or 10,000x or something, I could care less at these pennies. I just don't care. Cannot care. Too much more stuff that's actually important to care about than a fraction of a penny gas prices. I'm okay with pennies gas prices. Great stuff. By the time it reaches extraordinary amounts, if you hold on, maybe you can afford to pay them. Be pretty good. And then maybe there'll be more tech improvements that will lower them and you won't have to worry about it in the future. But right now, the higher usage and the more valuable the network is, the higher gas fees are going to be. That's just the way it works. It's just fundamentals. Naturally, everything's good. It's just the dollar value on certain networks to get you. So higher gas fees, we want higher gas fees if nothing changes. Now, hopefully in the next few years, either there'll be more EIPs or PIPs that get adopted that make gas fees lower and do some magic tricks around that. But until something changes, the natural state is higher gas fees means people are using the network and the coin, the native coin, is valuable. Do you want people to use PulseChain? Do you want the native coin to be valuable? If so, those equal high gas fees. And high is a relative term, right? If you got plenty of it, it doesn't mean that much to you. So if you don't have to worry about high gas fees in the future, in case the magic doesn't get involved and we don't be able to lower them and change that, the way it works, then, if you have plenty of PLS, you have less to worry about. That's the way I look at it. So as we were killing it on every vertical, opportunity, what in the crap happened? Amazing. Incentive token is the flashing beacon of health of the ecosystem. I'm gonna go with that for now until somebody changes my mind. It is pretty awesome. And then Hex, we got plenty of time. We have plenty of time for all of these. So yeah, not financial advice. I don't do predictions or financial advice or anything on the channel. As a reminder, it's in my intro. Everything else I don't monetize. Also in my intro. I'm just here looking at these beautiful charts and numbers, and boy, is there a lot to be excited about. Unstoppable, everyone. So let's take a look at my Twitter. A lot of good tweets today. If I do say so myself, a lot of good stuff I want to talk about on stream. So if you're wondering how I think about PulseChain and PulseX and Hex and what I like to do for it, what I'm waiting on, what I'm excited about, this tweet kind of sums it up. I'm looking for places that return yield. I'm excited about the things coming up for incentive token, things coming up for PulseX, single-sided staking, all that stuff. I want to put it in a place. I'm of the mindset that this stuff will go up over time. That's just what I believe. You can believe whatever you want. And I want a place to put it where, one, I'm not tempted to get rid of it, and two, I'm able to get yield in a safe way. Safe is relative. Again, you can take more risk, you can take less risk, but however you define it, I define it my own way as well. So that is staking or mining, publishing, whatever you want to call it. That you can do with Hex, and we'll be able to do single-sided staking at some point with PulseX as well to earn third-party tokens. And then LP, that's something that's available right now, that if you have a big enough stack and it's worth it to you, and you've already figured out the impermanent loss and you prefer certain pairs that are less risky than others, you can do that. It's very interesting to me, and that seems to be a great way to earn incentive token and earn fees and all that stuff as well. And then minting stables, depositing and staking. So that's something that with a lot of community tokens that are going to be launching the platforms, you got Liquid Loans, Power City, and Fiat. I believe so. I think Fiat is live on Ethereum right now, but is it live on PulseChain? I'm not sure. Let me know, chat. But that's something that you'll be able to take, your coins and do something with. So maybe you want to mint stables, maybe you want to get liquidity, and then you're able to stake those coins in some ecosystems too, and earn more PLS or more PLSX, all that good stuff. And then validating, of course. Everyone. If you haven't heard by now, I have a lot of validator stuff. I did a ton of content on being a validator. I have scripts to be a validator. I'll drop this in the chat in case anybody wants to take a stab at it. These are the scripts that I run and I use, and I actually updated the wiki today. So it's got some new stuff, new pictures, mainnet stuff, and it's got some more data and all that stuff here. So validating, you can earn fees. Stuff gets automatically sent to your withdrawal address. You can earn priority fees. Pretty cool. You got to know something about computers, though. You got to be able to, use Linux, use command line, understand a little bit about networking, either run your own hardware or use a VPS, cloud services, stuff like that. So you got to have a little bit of knowledge and time and money investment and stuff. And you got to have 32 million pulse per validator that you want to run. One server can run, let's say 100 validators or more, but you got to have 32 million pulse to make a deposit for each one. So those are things I'm interested in. And I think at this point that a lot of stuff, again, it's not even here yet. Was this day 10 or something? Not even here yet. You know, a lot of the community projects haven't launched yet. We are just getting started. I'm so excited. Every day I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful that we can participate in such ecosystem. It's amazing that it exists. It really does. Like, it takes a special person, Richard Hart, to come up and put the time, put the effort. Imagine how much time. I mean, so think about it. The last couple of years, you've been waiting, right? You've been waiting. You've been hopefully learning. You've been maybe stacking your coins. You've been getting your dry powder ready. You've been preparing, but our founder and the devs working for him, and a lot of people in the community as well, they've been, imagine how many sleepless nights this guy's had. I mean, forget all the, you know, I would chalk up all the Prada and all the outrage stuff and all the, you know, he takes a vacation like once every 2 years or whatever. He travels. I guess he did too. I guess he did the documentary thing. And then he also did, he went to, you know, came to America and did the tour and stuff like that, which is both were like super productive, right? The dude takes a vacation. He's extremely productive. Like, he's just amazing. So, I just can't imagine all the time. You know, you've seen him on stream the last couple of years. A lot of times he's been super tired. He'll be, I don't know. I'm super thankful. I wrote him a tweet the other day and he actually replied and said thank you to it as well, which was cool. Of just the gratitude that we should all feel for somebody putting in that much time and effort to make your life better, to better himself, to get him closer to his mission, which is being a force for good in the world, glory, longevity research, all that stuff. And then trickle down winning. We get to win together. It's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna stop there for a sec and I'm gonna look at the chat because I've not looked at the chat yet and chat seems hungry. Y'all hungry? If you want to tweet the stream as well, get some people in here. Again, I'll be going for another maybe 35 minutes or so. But let's see, one sec. Give me a second. I'll start looking at the questions and comments. Covered quite a bit in like 15, 20 minutes, huh? Got a lot more to go. Action packed. So I'm going to look at questions for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go on because I got a lot of stuff. So scrolling up. What's up, Ted Nelson? Welcome, man. Cody Blues. Thank you. Yeah, if you like to, feel free. Not selling shit. Nice. I'm with. I feel you, man. I feel you. Let's see. Thoughts on MetaMask changing policies, right? Freeze well. Yeah. I mean, you kind of expect, at least for me, I expected them to, you know, a little bit at a time, put in little things. Oh, you know, just want to cause a little bit of chaos, a little bit of controversy at a time. I mean, sure. I'm excited for Richard's wallet. Do I think it's disgusting that all this extra crap that's not, you know, hold your own key stuff is putting the MetaMask, all the Infura stuff we talked about a while back? Yes, of course. I want to switch from Infura to whatever Alex is building. If that's sounds like he's building Infura type service with the data center. Yes, I would want to get off of MetaMask as soon as we can, but there's not a legit option right now. In my mind, there's just not something else that I trust more, and it sucks that they're doing stuff like that. And in the policy, if I remember right, they just said that they reserved the right to do so, not necessarily that they are doing so right now. So it's not like they flipped a switch and now all of a sudden you're going to get some letter or whatever. I didn't read it like that. I read it as, hey, FYI, if governments ask us to do this, we probably will. So yeah, I'm excited to get away from that as well. We need true DeFi. We need the PulseChain wallet or other alternatives out there as well. Bridge working pretty nicely. Yes, it is. It was very fast. Like I said, it took maybe, I want to say 5, 10, 15 minutes or something when I last used it. That's all right. Can you say something bad about PulseChain? Let me think about that. Being the objective person that I am, what would I don't know, honestly. Like everything that happened the last week, the expectation for lower fees, it didn't happen. And the bridge getting clogged up, that didn't really bother me. None of that bothered me. That's just part of launching the new network. So it wouldn't be anything around that. I mean, I wish single status staking was already out, but I get that it takes time. Richard said after PulseChain launched, so like the next day or two, I believe he tweeted, now we can focus on PulseX. So I'm sure they're working on that. I love the rollout. So it's not even, so yeah, let me frame it like this. There are little things that I wish were here already or went better or whatever, but like that's a short-term that's just like an instant gratification thing. And I try to acknowledge that and I try to recognize that and think bigger picture. So when I think bigger picture, I'm like, I'm okay that the bridge took forever. That's just more FOMO, pin up FOMO, right? Do people need to get in and buy right now? Maybe, maybe not, single-sided staking. I think that's going to be huge. I would rather have huge updates coming. I want Richard to be tweeting about brand new update for PulseX, right? When V3, if we switch to V3 one day, or we launch a new instance of V3, maybe we keep V2 and V3, but I want that to be like rolled out over time, because that's how you get people interested. That's how you get them like new stuff, because I don't think we're going to launch a new L1 anytime soon. So how do you keep people interested? How do you keep them not being bored? You give them healthy games to play, and you give them over time. You get them little hits over time, right? And you can do that in a bad way, and you can, it's like waste your life away on video games that have no narrative, or you can do it in a healthy way. And this guy's a king of healthy games. So there's nothing, I can't say anything bad about PulseChain, man. There's nothing that I would change. There's things that gave me a little bit of angst at first, which I wish it would have happened, but quicker, but that's just me. That's not something, if I zoom out, I'm just like, I'm glad all this stuff is fine. I mean, validators are working fine. The network's working fine. It's super fast. It feels weird to use Ethereum. I don't even want to use Ethereum anymore. Yeah, fiat on-ramps are coming. I'm not in a hurry for anything. I mean, let me think. Would it be cool if PulseChain went up 100x on the first week? Yeah, I'm sure it would. Is that better for the long term? Probably not. That'd mean a huge dump as well, but that's not something I expected. That's not something that I wouldn't change anything, man. I wouldn't change anything. I'm good. I'm good on PulseChain. Yeah. Maybe ask me about Hex. I'm like, it was a little sad when we got the stock split, but again, zoom out. I believe it'll go back up. I personally believe, not financial advice. I personally believe all these things will go up over time and at the right time when they're supposed to do it. So good question, Turtle. That's about as good an answer as I can give. I think everything happens for a reason. So, and everything happens because Richard's in the driver's seat and I trust him. A lot of people trust him, not just me. A lot of people with a lot more money than me trust him. So I think we're good. All right, I took a long time on that one. I'm going to just scroll down. Anyone heard from Liquid Loans? I have Walrus coming on the show Friday, so feel that UFO. You just remind me of that. Walrus and hopefully Stoic from 0x Coast building fiat on-ramps. Hopefully both of them at the same time or different times in the day, but we will get some updates from Liquid Loans if you tune in. Come there and ask for some stuff. Should be good. Jose Estrada, PLS LP good. Well, let's take a quick look. Let's look at the farms. Look at the APR. I mean, if you like 60% APR and you like both of these coins, I mean, the liquidity is massive. Apparently, a lot of people, $200 million worth of people like this pair, apparently. Are you going to earn more incentive on it versus any of the riskier ones? Depending, again, you can do your own research on the risk and stuff, but it looks like there's higher APR stuff Also, another good one that a lot of people have been doing. Oh wow, I think that was a 5 or 600% the other day. Yeah, so it went down a lot because that number must have went way up because a lot of people, if you like both hexes, there's that. The incentive token pair. If you believe in incentive token, you got stuff to play with there too. So do your research on the risks of the different pools, but a lot of people seem to like this pool. So a lot of people don't care which one they get more of because they think number go up over time, I imagine. Let's see. Validate the like button. I like that. Hexagon lost in Asia. Win highest of stakes? I know, right? Like I think they're just waiting to put it on a distribution platform somewhere. I think that's the only thing. I think we could already have it. The talk was a few months ago, when's it coming? When's the best time to do it? Is it before launch? Is it after launch? Is it, all this different stuff? Apparently the answer is after launch now that we know this. At least, not answering the question when is the best time, but answering the question of when it's actually going to happen. So I don't know. I just, I think they need to figure it out because a lot of people want to see that movie. And a lot of people, I think the sooner they see it, the better. I think, I don't know. I'm sure there's, they have better strategies than what I can come up with, but yeah, that's going to be something, amazing. And I hope they figure it out. I don't really care if they make any money off of it or not. I'm not sure they care if they make a lot of money off of it or not, because I imagine they stack for PulseChain too. And they understand this guy's mission. So I don't know. I'm excited to find out though. Yeah, I know, Bobby. I think about it every once in a while. I'm like, God, why isn't it out yet? But, trust the process, right? Trust the process. Nothing we can do about it. Just trust the process. A long, long day ago. What's happening? Paul says Fiat wasn't live yesterday on Plus Fiat. Yeah, that is true. That's true. Thank you, Cody Blues. Appreciate that. Scrolling down. Yeah, sorry, I can't. We got to move on. I'm gonna just quickly finish up here and then move on. Where's Geraldo? Yeah, he was on the show a few months ago. Love to have him back sometime. Smart guy. I've been watching a lot of his old videos. Great stuff. And I've been seeing some updates on Mentor too. So should be cool. MA, what's happening, man? Good morning to you. Binance just called end of fiat transfers in and out of Australia. Oh my gosh. There's just so much going on in the world right now. It's what happens when well stakers sell for what effect will have future price discovery? I'm not sure I understand the question. Future price discovery. If they sell, then if they sell more than people are buying, it's just supply and demand at that point. But thankfully, we have a lot of tokenomics in the ecosystem to, buy and burn, and the Genesis PulseChain validators are burning fees and all that good stuff. So, thanks some both chains buying. Yeah, I don't think ETH or ETH, any of our community coins, are going to dry up and die. My opinion. Can I pay to see the last 6? I would, how much? That's a good question. How much would you pay? I think I would pay to watch it right now, just to see it for myself. Don't have to, nobody else is, in the theaters or anything like that. If we could just personally pay for a viewing, I'd pay like, I don't know, $100, $200. I'd pay a very expensive movie ticket to see it early, just because it would just be an amazing show. All right, Internet Money Wallet better wallet? Yeah, I haven't tried it, but I did hang out with KG in Miami, and he is pretty cool. So I like KG. Hope all the community projects and wallets and stuff are successful for sure. Bobby says, if you have enough tokens, I recommend creating self-position to farms. Not with stable, you create pretty different rates. That is one way to make INC, is participating in the farms. That's true. Would you play 1 penny? How much is 1 million pulse right now? Let's look at it, Bobby. Let's do it. 1 million pulse. I probably would, I'm going to say. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a great tagline, too. I would pay $237 for it. I pay what is the max I would pay? Probably like $250. I feel like 1 million pulses. That sounds cool. to pay. So I pay two to 50, something like that. Anyways, all right, taking a break from the chat. Feel free to put whatever you want in there, but I need to cover some other things that were good. Let's get to the gas bridge real quick, and then we'll go into how to bridge, because I think this is pretty cool. So we got Fatty here. Let's go to Tanto Nomini, aka Dipcatcher, aka awesome guy, part of the Maximus crew. He is one of two, Hillman Gold Key. So round 2 is for the gas bridge. If you participated last time, it was pretty cool. You could get you can get your Pulse to ETH, your ETH to Pulse, all that stuff. They're doing another round here. There's also this premium game with the different stuff. So yeah, you have an hour and 20 minutes if you want to participate. So wow, 40 ETH deposits, and then 288 PLS bars with premium. So yeah, what is this? I think that's how much more you get for that. Let's see. PLS bars premium is a measure of how much ETH you would get by supplying PLS compared to selling it at market range. Positive premium 10% means 2 times as much ETH as you would selling on PulseX. Cool. Yeah. So there is a premium. There's an ARB game you could use on there as well. And this was super useful. And like the only way, when the bridge was backed up, this was kind of the only way to do it. That was somewhat, there's escrow, there's, that stuff. But if you want to know more about it, type in RHMax, PulseChain gas bridge. I did a whole video where Dipcatcher and I talked about it. So this was like last week. This was the only way to do it. And it worked well, as far as I can tell. So they're doing it again. However, if you want to, let's get to the bridge, bridge.pulsechain.com, pulseramp.com forwards to this now. So if you want to bridge, if you want to get PulseChain from ETH, so first step, you can go on Uniswap. Let's do app.uniswap.com.org. And then you can, with your ETH, I'm not going to connect a wallet or anything, but you can get your ETH, and then you can get, let's see, they have WPLS. Let's see, I have to go find it. So WPLS, WPLS wrapped pulse chain. And we go on Etherscan, get the contract address. This looks like the right one. And then we do paste it in here, wrap pulse. So now if you have ETH, 1 ETH would get you a bunch of wrap pulse, however much you want. So once you have wrap pulse, once you have it, then, and that was 197, yeah, 197.14. So once you have it, you can go to the bridge and you can do, let's see, where's wrap pulse? WPLS, yeah. You can take wrap pulse, and again, they connect to wallet, but it'll say how much you have here. And then you need to connect on the Ethereum chain. So once you connect on Ethereum chain, again, you can get wrap pulse on Uniswap. And then you can go here to bridge.pulsechain.com, use wrap pulse, type in however much you want. And then, there's 0.3% bridge fee. And then after you connect wallet, you can do start the process here. It costs I don't know, depending on Ethereum fees and stuff, could be 10, 20, 30 bucks or something on the average fees these days. And then again, just follow the instructions. It'll say, okay, confirm, put in your Metamask, all that stuff. And then once you do that, you just switch your wallet to PulseChain. And I don't think, so I didn't need to claim it or anything when I did it. I know people were trying to claim before, but I think that they kind of automated that aspect now, it looks like. So after I did it, I just looked at my PulseChain wallet, the same wallet used on Ethereum. That's what it does. It'll put it in the same wallet. And then I saw, the WPLS balance. And then once you have the WPLS balance, Then if you want to unwrap it, if you want it to take it from PLS to Pulse, so, let's say you have, so this is the contract address for WPLS. So, it's already active. Okay, so WPLS. So it'll show up, you got a million, or you'll have like, 9 million, whatever you put in there, minus the bridge fee. And then if you want to go from WPLS to Pulse, after if the wallet was connected, instead of saying swap, it'll say unwrap. And then you just unwrap it. It's pretty cheap. It's less than a swap. It's like just like one of the lowest fees and stuff. And then you have Pulse. So yeah, that's one way you can go from Uniswap. If you have Ethereum, USDC, whatever coins you have, and you want to get WPLS, once you have that, go to the bridge, use the bridge, follow the instructions, super fast. Mine happened in like 5, 10, 15 minutes or something. It said 30 minutes, but that's kind of a conservative estimate, depending on traffic and all that stuff. And then once you have WPLS, it's just the same version. It's a ERC20 version instead of the native coin version for various reasons. Let me know if you want me to explain about that. But and then once you have it, you can go exchange it, get your Pulse, leave it at Pulse, whatever you want to do. And now you got Pulse. So you went from to the bridge to PulseX, where you can trade your PulseChain coins. So pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. What's up, Blue Bomb? Good to see you in Miami as well. Very fun. Very, very fun indeed. Anybody got any questions on the process there? Have people been doing that? Let me know. Yeah, chat. How have you been getting stuff from Ethereum to PulseChain? Have you been using Dipcatcher's gas bridge or centralized exchanges even? I haven't tried any of those. I heard there are some. OKX, of course, listed PulseChain today, or announced they're going to. I believe it opens in a couple days or something like that. Have you used Uniswap to get it over there? I thought it was really simple. As long as the bridge is working, which, we got all that stuff straightened out now. It looks like it seemed like a super easy way to do it. I was kind of surprised how easy it was, actually. And now that they did the apparently auto claim feature, seems even easier. It says gas bridge airdrop copy. Yeah, those are all ways to do it. All ways to do it. Oh, what if you want me to pull S for fees? Yeah. So yeah, I guess that was the big problem for people too. What is it? Do they have? Oh, actually, there's another site too that Coffee mentioned today. What is it? PLS2ETH.com. I think that's the one. Is that not the one? PLS2ETH. Okay, it's not that one. PLS2ETH. I thought I went to that today. You guys know what this one is? Have you heard of it? I'm pretty sure I retweeted it. Let me find it. Yeah, we'll look at this in a minute too. It's pretty cool. ETH to PLS.com. My bad. ETH to PLS. I kind of wish they did this to PLS. That'd be cool, but ETH to the word to. So this is something I haven't tried it, but I heard Crypto Coffee talking about it, and it's also a way to do it. And yeah, 500K, 2 billion plus. Cool. So yeah, ETH to PLS. Again, I haven't used it, but I've heard other people talk about it. So there's that. But if you don't have PLS, there is the faucet, which I'm not sure if it's still working, but let's do PulseChain faucet. Let's see, TPLS. Yeah, you guys remember what the was it just like plsfaucet.com? I thought IO maybe. PulseX token. I don't know that one. PulseChain Pulse. PLSfaucet.io. I don't know. I'm not going to keep guessing. If you guys know it, let me know. But yeah, whatever it is, because gas fees, it's kind of hard to use it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work right now. Thank you for that. Hexfetti, if you know some faucets that work, let me know. Crypto Sloth, As slow as ever. Good to see you, sir. What's happening? What's up? Yeah. A lot of people saying faucet's not working. I get it. Taco Tuesday, anyone? I've been wanting to fix tacos, but I did not fix any today. So shame on me. Shame on me for not fixing tacos on Taco Tuesday. Maybe it'll be Taco Wednesday or Taco Thursday, though. I'll try my best. I do like making tacos. I make some mean tacos. So not to make tacos for a Hex can meet up sometime. I'd eat them at least. I like my tacos. She said, perfect. I struggle to explain over the phone how to do PLS. My sister oh, cool, man. Awesome. Always glad to hear from people who understand things better after I talk about them or I have people on the show talk about them. That's what I'm here for. I want to win. I want you to win. And I don't want you to give me money to win. I don't need anyone's money. I want to be a good investor. I want to make my own money. That's how, I want the pride. I want the satisfaction of knowing that I put my brain. How's your Somi say it? The peanut in there dangling around. I forgot how he says it. He says it really funny. I want to put that to work. I want to make money with my mind, not my time. And that's why I don't sell services either. But a lot of people do. Totally fine. I do not judge anyone for how they make their money. But I'm excited. There's just too many. If this was some other ecosystem where it was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's so hard to make money. It's so hard to know what to do. This is not that ecosystem. This ecosystem is like, money really does grow on trees here. It's kind of cool. You just got to know which tree to pick and when to pick it. It is freaking growing though. Magic internet money at its finest here at Richard Hart ecosystem. Ali says, I'm good to see you. What do you think PLS for sec price? I have no idea. You know what? I just clipped a video. I was talking with Deb Juyang from HSI Watch. The stream I did last night. You can check it out if you want, where we talked about, somebody asked if, capitulation in 90 days, I believe was the question or something about dumping. And I don't know. It's kind of hard. Again, when you look at, if you look at these numbers, who is dumping on a 2x? If you know anything about this ecosystem, who is dumping on their SAC wallet after making no money on PulseX yet? Why would you do it? I'm sure there are people that will, and I'm sure there are people that have, but what are you waiting on? Like, what economic news is going to bring? Oh, I hope this ages well. I was going to say, I don't want to tempt fate, but I was going to say, what economic news could possibly make us the price get murdered and just go down for a long time? It could totally happen. Anything could happen. I make no predictions whatsoever, but to me that would be surprising. I think it's, when you have $150 million put in the ecosystem and you have billions of dollars getting unlocked with people who, at least the whales, they understand what game they're playing. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun this year. I think it'll be fun next year. I think it'll be fun the year after that. I'm looking forward to having fun, whatever that means. Not financial advice. Ridiculous. Altcoin Daily. Richard talked about RH PulseChain 1 hour ago. Really? Altcoin Daily's in? I kind of want to see that now. Wow, I'm going to have to check that out. Their cup was floweth over with Hex tears, but maybe they still hate Hex and they're like, you know what? PulseChain sounds pretty cool. That Richard Hart guy. Maybe he's all right now. Hexbear says PulseChain's pushed the speculative stickiness up to 106. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Let's see. Yeah, meteors maybe. I don't know. Regardless, price go up, price go down. I don't care. I know what's going to happen over time. I'm sticking with my guns on that one. And everyone find your own truth. Find your own truth and stick with that. I've found mine. I've not came this far. I've been following Richard for 6 years. Going to be 7 years at some point. 6 years before Hex, before CFD token, when he was still Bitcoin Maxi, before he locked Ethereum. I literally got onboarded by a friend at a party telling me, hey, have you heard of Richard Hart? He says Ethereum has all this attack surface and it's really bad and all this stuff. And I was like, I just got into crypto, but being in the tech industry, I'm like, looking at the specs, kind of not quite understanding how it works, but I was like, it's World Computer, man. What's wrong with that? Richard changed his mind when the facts change. So did the facts change on that one, or he's changed his mind when he saw, that was the only way to create Bitcoin on Ethereum, right? It's kind of like the idea behind Hex is like, do all the stuff that Bitcoin can't do, but create it on Ethereum. It's like, one ideal. I did a lot of research around this stuff and clipped a lot of videos. So that's one ideal of the ethos behind it, at least. Jeff, I slipping. Yep, Meteor or Nuke button, I guess. Floyd Yalkin daily damage. Yeah, I tooled on. Oh, I drooled maybe. I thought you said you were just fooling me, saying something like that. I drooled on Auckland Daily Mention Fields. Wow. I don't know. It certainly sounds like the people are coming. What did somebody say the other day? The wolves are coming. Was that Randy? Randy Larsky said the wolves are coming. It could be too. Stay vigilant out there. UFO to go. Thoughts on APY for staking Hedron Icosa versus farming? That's a great question. That's something I've been thinking about recently. Not saying I have a great answer for it, but I've been thinking. I imagine a lot of people are thinking about, do they want to stake Hex, or do they want to provide LP? Or even on fiat, do they want to deposit it and all that stuff too? I think Dylan from fiat was talking about at certain points, we may see people, instead of staking Hex, using getting a better APY on fiat, which is very interesting too. I mean, it doesn't really matter how you get yield on Hex to me, as long as you're locking it up. I think that's pretty cool. And then the LP play. So I don't know. I haven't looked at the Icosa yield for a while because I've been busy with PulseChain, but I suspect until the seed round, the amazing APY runs out, I think it's still going to, I imagine it's still going to be pretty good. And Hedron as well, especially if you picked any up, that huge dump or dip or huge discount that happened the last week or so when all the chaos and everyone's like, sell everything for the PulseChain. Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be pulling my Hedron or Icosa stakes to do LP. I don't know. Like, if you could earn incentive token with it, that's a good question. I don't think I'd pull my Icosa, but I may participate with Hedron. That's a good question. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Stake everything. Yeah, I would say, again, going back to my tweet here a second ago, finding ways for yield, I think, is the coolest thing. So I like putting PulseChain, PulseX, Hex into places for months and years to return yield. So I like putting them into safe, depending on your risk level, safe places that I'm not tempted to. I get them away from myself. I'm not looking at them. I'm not trading every day. I'm not looking at it because I don't want to look at it. I know they're earning me yield. So I'm not tempted to sell if they're earning me yield, until I want to take profits or whatever in that. But that helps me not think about trading if I got it locked up somewhere, especially if you have a time lock such as Hex, where you just can't. You're heavily incentivized not to sell, because if you do, you're going to take a haircut, you're going to lose part of your principal, you're going to lose your yield, whatever it is. So putting it into a place that gets me away from trading and pays me to do it is the ultimate incentivization. No pun intended on incentive coin, which is part of those types of strategies too. And validating too. I haven't exited as a validator on mainnet, but I think the process overall, and especially once you put time, you put effort into setting it up, you learn all this stuff, and you're validating, you're unlikely to be like, you know what, I don't like this after a month, and just like exit And that I think that takes that's maybe a few day or week process itself, and all that. So I like there being accountability. I like there being a time lock. I like there being an incentive, an INC, not to sell. And we have so many tools in the ecosystem to help us with that already. And we have so many more coming. Like a lot of people I bet right now, a lot of people got PulseX, a lot of PulseX, right? What are you going to do with it? What can you do with it right now besides LP? Power City is not launched. Single side staking is not there. What can you do with it? Yeah, I want something to motivate me not to trade it. And, unless you're putting all of your PulseX into LP, maybe single side staking is something that you'd be interested in as well. ATX, 1 INC sold into Hex, like earning the same amount of Hex as 3. Wow. I haven't done the math on that, but that is quite interesting, especially if INC holds its price like that. It's crazy. Like people could be earning, $10, $20, $50, $100, $200. Even if you got a lot, maybe you're earning $1,000 a day at current INC prices just by locking up your coins and being cool with impermanent loss and stuff. Pretty amazing. Got to go. Appreciate that, UFO. Appreciate it. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Crypto stylist. It's all about yield without trading. Couldn't have said it better myself. Everything I just said the last 5 or 6 minutes, you just wrapped it up, put it perfectly. I love that. May quote that sometime. Pretty good. Hopefully I remember to give you credit if I do. Have you trademarked that phrase? It's a very good phrase. What's up, Crypto Truth? What is up? Yeah, if you want to. Totally up to you, totally optional. Doesn't make me any more money if you do, because I don't make money doing this, but feel free. And hodl, I like that. Question from PokeChamp. Yeah, I got about, let's say 10 minutes left. And I know this is a lot in one stream. Yeah, I told you it's going to be action-packed. I hope you get a lot of value out of everyone. Since PulseChain is EVM compatible, will any post-fork ETH address I generate on my hardware wallet also work on PulseChain? Interesting. So I think people have been using. See, I try not to talk about this that much because I try not to talk about things I haven't physically done myself, and so I have a lot of certainty doing it. So I think I've heard of people generating addresses and it working. And I think, again, I don't want to say it. I know it's probably a stupid question in the future too. I just hate to tell people, talk about it, and then they'll do it and not work. So yeah, I'm going to try not to answer it, but because I'm afraid it's not going to be clear enough for people to use. Maybe we'll talk about it later on, but all those questions just get confusing because especially on cold wallets, there's not a PulseChain app. And I think it's unfortunate people are going to click the wrong button sometimes. So I try not to talk about it, but so I'm going to say, I'm going to say I will answer that another time, but if people in the chat want to answer it, feel free. But your coins won't work on there. Like none of the coins, of course, but the addresses, again, I hate to, I don't want, if I talk about it, I want to talk about it in like a forum where I can like show you and demo and stuff like that, and just not be confused. So, oh, Meme Corp, what's up? 1 hour left to convert your weight V1 to V2. Yes, that is actually a good reminder. Appreciate that. What is it? dap.directweight.com. Is that not it? Do Xerox Ghost. If you have weight, yes, do the conversion if you want products. Where is it? Weight. Launch DApp. Oh, it's app instead of DApp. Okay. So if you connect your wallet, you have weight V1. You can convert it over there. And is that claim? Oh, yeah. And I don't think you can claim anymore, but yeah, convert. Here we go. Yeah, convert. And yeah, I believe if you don't convert it, you lose it. So, or I don't know, maybe it'll be trading for a while. It's hard to say, but this one will be the V2. So Make sure if you have weight to pay attention to this. Tony says ETH just mentioned worker charm. Cool. I don't remember which one I mentioned. We went through a few, Tony, but thank you for confirming on that. Yeah, that's another thing I want to look at. So PulseChain Map, this is pretty cool. So I tweeted this earlier. Get the question in just a minute. Let me wrap up on this. You can see, now this doesn't mean, so there's over 10,000 community validators, but again, you can have 100 validators on one server. So I believe this is just counting the servers. So it looks like we got 177, 42, got like I don't know, 130, 150 in North America servers, which could have thousands of validators. 169 in, looks like Western Europe. Pretty cool. And then a few scattered through Asia. Wow, we got some in Australia, Africa, South America, Asia. Wow, quite a bit. Is that China, Japan, Korea? Maybe through there. Pretty cool. Wow, got a lot in Scandinavia, looks like as well. Have any in Russia? Unclear, but or maybe there is that. Yeah, that appears to be cool. Anyways, thought that was interesting. And then you can go down here. You have the IP address for, I guess, for privacy concerns. Here you can see which country, cities, all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. If you want to check out our beautiful set of validators and what's happening around the world for them. And then let's see. You guys know about the OKX listing. We'll go to that real quick. Yep. Richard tweeted, PLS just listed on OKX. How big is OKX? Well, their financial reserves, correct me if I'm wrong, is that $9 billion? $9 billion, pretty much 10 billion, just about $10 billion of reserves. Wow. Sounds like a lot of money to me. So big Chinese exchange that Richard talked about a long time ago. A lot of people speculated with OKX. I kind of forgot about it until recently. And then I heard it was listed. I was like, oh, there you go. That happened. Richard talked about that. I feel like 6 months to a year ago. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good on my notes. So let's go to the chat, and then we'll wrap up here. Wrap up. Again, let's check on the validators again real quick. If you want to be a validator, I do a lot of validator AMAs. I got scripts to help you. Feel free to check that out. Go on my Twitter. You can find more information as well. I dropped the link in the chat. What's the best way to buy PX? Well, on PulseX, you can buy PX, right? So where's PX? So yeah, so you got eHex and you got PX, which is just hex on PulseChain. And if you got PLS, you can trade it for that. If you got PLSX, if you got DAI, which is bridged over, we should be getting some stable coins hopefully in the next few weeks from various parties. Whew, that'd be cool if all that DAI got bridged over that the PulseX SAC address was holding. Largest holder of DAI. We got a lot of winning, man. We got a lot of largest holder of stuff going on. World's largest diamond. Don't forget about that. So yeah, you want to buy PX? You can bridge stuff over. You can bridge your eHex over and trade it for it. Yeah, a lot of different options. Let's see. Let's check the ratios of eHex and PX. Yep. So looks like we got which one's which actually. Oh, I can't tell. I think that's eHex, or this is eHex. I think it's like a premium on. Is that premium on eHex right now? Or did I switch that? Yeah, man, these colors are not super clear when you do it like that. I think that's eHex and that's PX. So one eHex, yeah, it's worth that much PX. So it's like a bit of a premium there. Rand, do you know any portfolio tracker checks for PulseChain? Yes, I do. I showed that earlier. That is Fatty. So if you go to fatty.io and type in your address here, it's a read-only wallet. We'll just use Godwell's address as an example, one of his many addresses here. And again, this is just an example. You type in your own address and you can see all this stuff too. And it'll show you assets on Pulse, Ethereum, other chains. It'll show you what you got in your wallet, your hex stakes. If you got Acosta, Hedron stuff, if you've got LP on PulseX, it'll tell you about that stuff as well. It's got an NFT section. It's got a history, so you can kind of check out your moves or other people's moves. It should show up there as well. And it's funny, they got a known dumpers. I didn't see that one before. Wow. We have one known dumper with quite a bit of money. Quite a bit of money. Quite a bit of hex as well. So that's all right. That's all right. We'll see if all the dumpers have dumped or if they care to dump more. We shall see. Below sack rate. Wow. See, I have no emotional response to that. I'm just like, I mean, me personally, it makes me want to buy more. Not financial advice to anyone out there. My personal feeling when I see that is like, market is undervaluing this over a long time horizon than the first 10 days, 12 days, right? So interesting. All right, guys, I'm about to wrap up. Good hanging with you guys. Hang out with Maddie. Cool. Tell Maddie I said hi. If it's the Maddie that it's Maddie all in. Appreciate that. Crypto Truth. What else we got? SJ. What's happening, SJ? Hope to see you in a bit too. The PulseChain Tour. Have you heard about the PulseChain Tour? Multi-city tour with excellent people going around spreading the good word about PulseChain.com. Appreciate that, SJ. Thank you for doing all your work. Hopefully I'll have Scivive from the editor for you shortly. Yeah. And hopefully you can spend some time. We both can kind of go through it and see what works, what doesn't need to work, all that. And then maybe we'll get into print. Who knows? That would be awesome. You have that backwards premium PulseX. Oh, cool. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. Thank you for the correction. Lawfin, can I send you PulseX for Pulse, please? Sorry, Lawfin. I definitely don't do that. Nothing personal. I just don't. I don't do swaps. However, we went over a lot of options you can use, such as bridges and the gas bridge and all that stuff. So check that out if you like. Good buy and more buy and burn. It's true. People may buy, people may sell, but the buy and burn buys and burns. Very cool. Very cool. All right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the stream. That was super fun. I'm pretty tired now. I'm going to call it a night. This ecosystem, best in the world. Best in the world. It's great stuff. And good luck out there, everyone. Scivive and 5555. We are out.